does iTunes and some rando bald guy think of Savior's Deluxe Edition by Green Day? The world may never know if you don't click on this video. Green Day have jam-packed the Deluxe Edition. It's so hard to say that. Deluxe Edition. They've jam-packed this edition of Saviors with an oddball 7 bonus tracks, 5 songs we've never heard before, and 2 acoustic deep cuts from the record. And I was shooting over the moon at this announcement, but I don't have the deluxe CD or the vinyl. So how do I feel after hearing the new songs and actually spending some time with them? Let's jump into the 21-minute kind of sort of EP by Green Day and see what the full listening experience is upon listening to this entire thing in full, the way that it's supposed to be listened to. Over the course of 7 songs and 21 minutes, there are inescapable themes that Green Day are pulling from, most prominent being the power pop jangle of 2012's Uno and sometimes Dose and Trey, and a new perspective coming through Jilly Bo Legweek's lyricism, who is more focused on personal experience rather than state-of-the-world politics. And I, for one, think it's a well worth visiting by Green Day and gulping the water from maybe more often than they do. It feels good to hear casual Billy Joe rather than larger than life Punk Man 3000 sometimes, you know? Green Day have largely stayed pretty close to the 2-minute mark on songs over their career, but this EP feels very much in line with the father of all timing. Get in and get out as quickly as possible. Don't get me wrong, these tracks are much more of a positive vibe, a smiling ilk, but there is a throwaway beach party vibe that you kind of just have to be here for or really, really hate its guts. In this personal power pop package, the first present we get is Smash It Like Belushy. That's how I say it. You can say it however you like. Whose title is repeated 5 times. We might need to get like a repetitive meter on the screen for this EP. And hey-o, repetition can be good. Kurt Cobain, anyone? Smash It Like Belushy takes the Know Your Enemy guitar riff and splashes neon paint all over it. With Billy's new lyrical personality, new wordplay, buzzwords rather than the old ones. And when the song crescendos with the line, "When you're hanging on in the mire, bankrupt from the low," that really hits me in the feels. But, and I kind of feel nasty criticizing Green Day, but I guess that's my dookie in life. I do have some barbs to throw at Green Day when they come around this time. Let's see what iTunes reviews have to say first of all. That'll make me feel a little better. Yeah, people that still use iTunes are morons. They're American idiots, I tell you. Stay Young is the longest song on the EP, which is a bit baffling as it's basically Jilly Bo Legweek saying the title for ridiculous amounts of times. When Billy Joe says there's no words in the first verse, he means it, because whatever he says about being face-to-face, even though the person's gone, I think a commenter on my teaser short for this video said it best. Stay Young sounds like a stepping stone leading up to Susie Chapstick. I really enjoy the flavor of music on Stay Young. Imagine What's Her Name, made in the decade that American Idiot, what I think it took place in the 1980s. But imagine What's Her Name being produced in the 1980s. And that's just kind of chef's kiss Green Day. It almost sounds like a secret Slash feature on a new Green Day banger as they bring back the bells from American Idiot ballads. Musically, it's a 5 out of 5, but lyrically, It's like Billy Joe is soaring to new heights in the verses and then oversimplifying the choruses. Smash It Like Belushi, and then this, basically the entire EP is like that. And it's a balancing act for sure that the band seems to be doing on purpose, but it can be extremely frustrating in places. If I know Green Day, and I've been stalking them basically since 1997, they are holding back the material that they have so that when album 15 drops, it's going to be high impact and truly destroy all our old fanboy knees. Drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Stay Young should have been a 2-minute song, and the extra length of this song for all the stay young, that time should have been given to a better chorus on all of these songs throughout the EP. I said it. And how many times did Billy Joe, Jilly Bo Leg Week say stay young? 33 times. Did you guys notice in the not the letter bomb, the One-Eyed Bastard music video that the Jilly Bo Leg Week has a tiny middle finger? Next up on the classy off letter bomb, it's like letter bomb gets a Uno facelift. And the song gives you exactly what the title implies. F off. 28 F-bombs and a few other bonus words thrown in the mix. I think Billy Joe says sucker 2,000 times in the first verse and liar 924 times. So that's poetic or something. Gilman Street. Burn down. You're a mad, babbling liar and nobody likes you. But Billy is trying to be honest with you. He's trying to be kind with you. He's trying to help you out. If you feel like Billy Joe wrote this song about you, please don't suffer this alone and call 1-800-JILLY-BO-LEG-WEEK today. Another detail, at 1 minute and 26 seconds when Jilly Bo Leg Week says, but in all honesty, that line sounds exactly like another Green Day song that I just can't define, but nothing comes to mind. Wake up! Can you help me in the comments? Just please help me out. If you could, just take your sexy American idiot butt, your Statue of Liberty, and define what I'm hearing. Honesty. Actually, it just popped into my brain. It took me forever and ever to figure it out, but fuck off sounds like lazy bones. You still leave a comment, but in all honesty, I don't want your honesty, but in all honesty, it's lazy bones. F off sounds like lazy bones. So we got uno, dos, tres, and we're going to talk about it. The centerpiece and the highlight has arrived on the next track in the form of Ballyhoo, a song that wouldn't feel out of place on 2012's Trey album, but with better production, better lyrics, and everything cranked up to 11. Ballyhoo is the perfect song length at 2 minutes and 46 seconds. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Stay young, stay young, stay young, stay young. And it also doesn't go in one ear and out the other like Fire Ready Aim or Uck Off. Ballyhoo is creative and colorful. Talk of letting go bad feelings. It's a very interesting topic. It hasn't been covered in a lot of Green Day songs. It's just a bop. The title is only said twice. Thank God and His only Son. But the chorus line of gotta let it go is cranked up to 8. And I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go. It's fine. Repetition is they're just channeling Cobain. That's what I'm gonna say. Next song we got I'll summer when down before the sun comes up to shine. It's just another vacant, cold and lonely night. Is there anything I Father to a Son. Father to a Son is not actually acoustic only, as it still has the acoustic flourishes of the original. The electric guitars and drums have been omitted, but other than that, it's the same vocal take. It's got the same emotional impact of the original, just a little bit more chill. Underdog instrumentally is 99 Revolutions from Trey from the trilogy. I feel like Saviors is sort of a redemption arc for the trilogy in a lot of ways. Sort of a random thought, but Billy brings some of his personality from the Long Shot project that has a slightly different, intangible contrast from Green Day. In Billy's guitar playing, I'm hearing The Clash, or at the very least, kind of Green Day's version of I Fought the Law in the solo, kind of a callback. The title of the song, Underdog, is repeated 12 times throughout the verse, the chorus. Billy really, really, really wants to be our underdog. He is so passionate about wanting to be your underdog, my underdog, his, her, everybody's underdog. I think the punk rock community should just let him back in. Just let him back in. It doesn't matter that he sold 75 million records, or $75 million in the bank account. Sorry, $75 million and 19 cents in his bank account. That doesn't matter. Just let him be punk, man. Just let Green Day be punk. Underdog really emphasizes the personal side of Jilly Bo Legweek's writing across the entire project. And it's really a strong point in this little 7-song collection from Green Day. All the songs on Saviors Edition Deluxe are 2 minutes, repetitive, and in some cases kind of half-baked. And that's why they're included here instead of being saved for whatever's coming next for Green Day, album 15. Saviors Deluxe is a stepping stone towards Green Day 15. It's fun, it's flavorful, it's a punch in the gut, and has the same strengths of the album Saviors when it came out. If the songs are strong and musically sound and rock pretty hard, a lot of people will ignore a goofy quirk that could turn them off of it. Hand claps, falsettos, just buried under a wall of rock guitar. It fixes all of those issues. Oh yeah! From Belushy to Underdog, these songs, they really serve their purpose well. They will not hold us over to album 15, to Green Day 15, but they will get us halfway there. And for Green Day, you can hear them stretching their creative muscles, trying out new things. Got some new ideas in here, blending old ideas together. Album 15 is going to be a doozy. And speaking of old ideas, there's been some talk on the Green Day Authority, the Green Day community over there, that Stay Young could be a reworked or retooled version of the lost, forgotten song called Too Young, which has kind of been, in the mire for some time. So that's kind of an interesting take. That's a very cool idea, and I think that they are right in that speculation. As for Saviors Edition Deluxe, that's not a record, that shouldn't be up there. As for Saviors Edition Deluxe, it's a 5 out of 5. You got to subscribe and like and comment and share, because up next, in just a few minutes, I'm going to be filming my ranking of these songs, these bonus tracks from Saviors Edition Deluxe. And my goodness, my ranking has changed. It might be changing right now. You just got to like and subscribe and comment and share, because before it changes again.